everyone, welcome back to another Cut Above with Chris, and I'm going to do another cold water head shave. The first one didn't go too great. I think it was because I had a third use on the feather blade mixed with just going straight into against the grain instead of doing my usual with the grain against the grain, even though it was only a day's growth. However, I think the feather blade would probably have dealt with it if it was sharp, brand new, but let's see how we go. Really enjoyed using this yesterday, so I'm going to use it again today. Catie's Bubbles, purple grapefruit, lavender and grapefruit. And for those of you that haven't smelled this before, if you concentrate only slightly, you can smell the lavender. You can smell the lavender on its own, and you can smell the grapefruit on its own. But I don't know how it works in your mind or how it actually works with the scent. You can combine both of them together, and you get a really mellow but zingy scent at the same time. It's beautiful, really nice scent. I know it lathers great because it lathered great yesterday. So here we go. I'm going to be using my Ponificio Varicino bowl, the Holy Grail bowl this is called. It's a beautiful little bowl, makes a lovely lather, just something a bit different. And I enjoyed using that yesterday. I'm also going to use my Barber Pole synthetic again, just give that another little run today. I've just wet it in the cold water, flipped out most of the water, and now I'm loading straight from a dry puck. So hope everyone's had a good day. It's Wednesday today. I thought it was Friday. I don't know why I thought it was Friday. I've got no idea. Tomorrow is Australia Day over here, so it's a big celebration over here for everyone. Aussies and tourists and permanent residents alike. Just going to try and get the brush. Jesus, I'm struggling already. I'm going to try and get the brush quite heavily loaded today because I do go through a lot more lather with my head. Although I'm hoping to only do sort of 2 passes, so let's just see how we go. I'll be using the R41 again with a brand new feather blade this time. I think it's brand new. It came out of a razor which I sold recently. It was just sat in a razor that I sold. So hopefully, right, I don't think I'm going to get much sort of more in there. So that's the load. I'm just going to take a scoop of water in the bowl, a reasonably good scoop, as you can see what floating down there. I may have to revisit the soap again, but let's just see how we go. So, as you can see, it's already starting to explode. Beautiful soap, really was. I was very surprised to see Catie's Bubble actually caught Catie's Bubbles comment on my YouTube video. So it's quite nice that the guys out there making these lovely soaps, or gals, depending whether it's guys and gals or guys and gals together, making these beautiful soaps. Actually take the time to come out and have a look and see these reviews and see what people think of the products. Luckily enough, I love this product. So it's absolutely brilliant. It's definitely my top 5 soaps now, along with Wickham, OSP, Sterling and Stash Soapworks. Oh, I tell you what, I might have to turn the audio off on this one and just come back with an overdubbed version and just sort of talk over the top of the video. This lather is just so thick and creamy. Right, I think I'm going to stop there. I was going to add more water, but I don't think I will. I'm just going to leave it as is and do the rest on my head. So I've got 2 days growth on my head, as you can probably just see. Might do a face shave later on, I'm not sure, so I'll probably just stop my sideburns just up here. Why not? Right. So, as with all my head shaves and face shaves using cold water, there's no prep at all. That's the only prep I've had, just a splash of cold water on my hair. So let's see how we go. Just going to dip the tips. I'm not looking for a super thick lather as in height or thickness. I'm just looking for a thick creamy lather, whether it's thin or thick looking. never seem to get a really thick sort of, I can't really describe it, like a pillow sort of effect where it's actually sits high off your skin. It's not really required, you just want it so that you know you get the protection from it. I know I'm going to get it from this soap because it's beautiful, and as with yesterday I was very surprised to find that it's actually a vegan soap, because I would have put money on it that it was tallow from the slickness in it. So that's credit to the soap makers. They've managed to make a soap that's sort of thrown me a little bit. Right, there we go. So I'm going to go with the grain and then against the grain, as I normally do. Cold water shave, Mueller R41 brand new feather blade. Let's see how we go today. So far, super smooth. And by super smooth, I mean super smooth. Oh. In fact, it's so smooth, it's definitely taking hair off. I've got a blade in there. It's very surprising. These cold water shaves are really surprising me at the moment, because I never thought they'd be any good. It's one of those sort of stigmas that follows shaving, in my opinion, that you have to prepare with heaps of hot water and have a good hot shower and hot towels and all of that. To me, the proof is always in the pudding, and this pudding is very sweet. The one thing I just want to bring up, just again with the R41, for you guys that do head shaves and you're sort of worried around about your ears, obviously the blade on the front's going to cut you no matter what if you do something wrong. But there's no overhang on it really, it's so minimal that I'm never ever that worried that I'm going to hook the side of my ear and actually cut it. Obviously you have to be really careful with the blade itself. Well, that was extremely smooth. In fact, I'd probably say it was smoother than the hot water shave I had on Sunday. Just adding a little bit of water just to make a mess, and then I'm going to get stuck into the back now. And let me tell you, as much as that blade is lovely, the razor's great. I know both great combination for me. The slickness on this soap is just tremendous. I actually went online onto the Catie's Bubbles website because I was pondering doing can you send me one of all your soaps and give me a price with postage to Australia, just so I know how much it is. So I've got something to aim for, because I wouldn't mind trying every single scent in this soap, to be honest with you. I have done recently the same thing with Viking soaps. I asked them for a price to send each of the soaps and the shaving balms as well. It just, as much as it's an expensive outlay, boom, in the beginning, it's a lot cheaper than buying 2 soaps here and there, because shipping from America is just ridiculous at the moment. I've just ordered a shaving soap from Irene Marchina. Oh, I'm sorry, Dan, I've got your name wrong there. From something garden. Let me have a link. That's absolutely terrible. I can't remember that. I'm so sorry. I shall pop a little thing on here with the name of it. Jesus, that's terrible. My memory's really bad. You guys that watch me regularly probably know that. People put comments on my video and I've got to go back and watch my own video so that I know what they're talking about. I'm just whipping this a little bit off here, just with the grain, since this is going so smooth at the moment. Right. Ginger's Garden. I think that's it. Ginger's Garden. Irene Marchina or Irina Marchina or... But yeah, she's done a scent for me called, well, I wanted a rum and raisin scent, and I asked a while back about it, and I contemplated making my own soap, believe it or not. I contemplated getting some just completely unscented soaps and trying to figure it out myself. But I just don't have the time to be mincing about with it, and I don't have the technique and the quality, and it's something you've got to really mess with quite a bit, I would imagine, to try and get it right. So I seen a post with Irina put on that she could design a scent, I think it was for an aftershave actually, for someone on one of the shaving groups. And just out of curiosity, I just popped a question on there saying, look, can you design a scent on a soap just for one soap? And sure enough, she said yes, she could. So I asked her to have a look and see if she could do me a rum and raisin. Now, sorry about that guys, that was the wife just phoned there, so she's just finished a sort of, she's lecturing at college now, so she's just had a day up at the hospital, just figuring out what she has to do for a lecturing, not a hospital, at the college, to figure out what she has to do for a lecturing, which starts next week. So I'm just going to give her a call back. Now this is another awesome thing about cold water shaving. You can stop whenever you want. You don't have to think about, oh, is my hair still going to be prepped? Is it still going to be nice and soft? Don't need to worry about that. I'm just going to go and phone my wife, and I'll come straight back and I'll re-lather, and it'll be just like it started all over again. Won't be too long. Alright, so there we go, 10-minute phone call, straight back, the soap's exactly where it was, and I don't have to worry about any hot water prep, nothing at all, just get straight back in. Now, while I was on the phone, I was just whipping the lather up in the bowl, just swirling it about while I was talking, and look at that beautiful lather, it's just gorgeous. I'm just going to concentrate on the back of it. I didn't get all the hair off the back because I was sort of distracted, so I'm just going to do another pass with the grain on the back just to catch all the sort of excess that I missed on that first go. And if this is the first time you've seen me shave my head with the R41, or just in general, if you've never seen me shave my head before, this is the pace I sort of do my shaves all the time with it. I think I could count the amount of times I've cut myself doing head shaves on two hands in 7 months using a DE razor, mainly the R41 with a feather blade. Or when I ran out of feathers, I was using the Askell, which is also a reasonably sharp blade, not as sharp as a feather, but sharp enough. Right, I'm just gonna, it just feels, I'm just gonna have another little dig at the back there, just with the grain still. And I can't emphasise enough with this head shaving, or any shaving really, you need to use a light touch. It is as simple as that really. If you use a light touch, you'll get good shaves. Look at that. I'm really spoiled for choice with these soaps at the moment. Sterling, Catie's Bubbles, Stash Soapworks, OSP. I think I've got a little nick on the back of my head after talking about that. I think I've got a little nick. It might not be, it might be nothing. It feels like there's definitely something there. And then I've just got so many more to use through the Fire Fine Craft. definitely done something at the back there. I'm just making a total mess here. Total mess. I think I've done I keep laughing at Chris Bailey, the shaving evangelist. I think I've done a reverse buster. This is the reverse buster, getting all over the back of my shoe. Yeah. Right, against the grain. Mueller R41 with a feather blade. So with the grain was very smooth. Against the grain, still feels pretty good. Does it feel as smooth against the grain, hot and cold? I don't know. I'll find out more when I get round the back. Because the front of my head, or the top here, yeah, so at the back of my head, that's where I find all my issues, normally. Now this part of my head here, this is actually across the grain at this part. But it still gets pretty close. So this is the part here. Where I would generally get any issues. I should really learn to use my left hand, in all honesty. When you've got a Mueller R41 in your hand, paired with a feather blade, you haven't really got any room for error. And the last thing you want to do is get this bad boy biting you. I've been there before and it leaves a nice mark. Painful mark, but it leaves a nice mark. Right, here we go, against the grain in the back. Sorry guys, my phone's not stopped ringing. I've got to answer sometimes, just can't do anything about it. So I'm just going to make more mess. I'm just going to re-lather again, just at the back. This is the great thing with this cold water shaves. You're not tied to hot. If you don't have enough hot water, or you haven't prepared enough, you don't have to prepare at all. It's great. I think I've definitely nicked myself at the back left here. It looks like the back right to you, I think. Back left. Question you all want to know, question I wanted to know. Is this shave smoother than a hot water shave? Yes, yes it is. It's actually smoother. Smoother on the back. I had a little bit of juddering before, but it was because I didn't have any soap on there. I was just kept shaving the same part. I put the soap back on again and I can go in one stroke from bottom to top on the back without any juddering, like I get from the hot water shave. And I think it's because the hair is so hard as opposed to when you soften it up. I think it's because it's that firmer hair. This is hooking onto it and slicing through it quicker. I'm not getting any irritation, I'm not getting any pulling, it's just slicing through. As you can see, I couldn't do that with a hot water shave. That was just one straight pull. I mean, I've always got to go back and tidy it up a bit. But it's answered the question of, is it smoother? Yes, it's smoother. There's no question about it in my mind, and in my shave, this is a smoother shave than coming out the shower. Yeah, definitely. So the next question to myself is, would I recommend this to anyone for head shaves? Definitely would, but it doesn't mean it'll work for you. Everyone is totally different, and that's why I love this shaving. I've actually cut myself a couple of times here, and the funny thing is now, it feels sensitive. It feels really sensitive when I put the blade over it. So I sort of, a little bit apprehensive of sort of overdoing it on that area. Listen to that. Can you hear anything? No, because I can't hear anything either. I can hear it now because there's a little bit of hair still there. The crown's normally pretty tough for me to get to. I'm just going to empty this bowl out, I'll be back in a sec. Okay, I'm making one hell of a mess. I don't even know why I've got shaving soap there. No idea. The scent is beautiful though, it's so nice. I've just rinsed off, and I tell you what, that's a sort of 2-pass shave. A little bit more than a 2-pass. But there's hardly anything left. So I'm just going to lather up again. I'm just going to catch all the little bits that I've missed. I'm just going to go straight back into this bowl, and as you can see, this makes a lovely lather, this bowl. I do enjoy making a bowl lather. I'm not for or against face lathering. I think each to their own. I just like watching the lather grow. Well, I'm going to have to change my shirt, that's for sure. To take my daughter to dancing, can't go there covered in lather. I've just been out and bought my daughter her first computer as well. Well, I haven't bought it, me and my wife have bought it. So she's just got her very first MacBook Air with all the trimmings. Jammy gate. I didn't get a MacBook until I was 22. Best computer I ever got, lasted me a lot of years. Yeah, how the kids have got it these days is just beyond me. And how they think it's still a good idea to argue over who gets the last sweet, who gets dessert, whether one's brushed their teeth or not. They just don't really have any idea. And I had a good childhood. I was brought up, I was very lucky. I was spoiled as a kid. I got everything I wanted, and alright, that's maybe not the best thing, but my mum and dad didn't have nothing when they were kids. I had to work for everything I've got, and they want to try and give their kids the best life, and that's what they did for me. And as a result, I now own a beautiful house, got a beautiful family. We live in a beautiful country, being Western Australia. So now it's her turn to give her kids a better life than I got and what my wife got. And so far, they're just spoiled rotten, unfortunately. But the difference being is, none of our kids lack respect. They're all respectful kids. Always use the manners. They don't use the manners, they don't get nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's just common decency thing, using manners, and I think it's really lacking in modern society. Such a simple thing. Yes, thank you, please. None of this, can I get that? I want that, give me that. What a lot of shit that is. And I see so many kids going around with that attitude, with parents that just do nothing about it. And look, each to their own. You want to bring your kid up like that, that's fine. I'm not one of those blokes that that'll have a go at a parent for not saying something to the kids. But I tell you what, I'm thinking it inside. Some kids just need to be pulled into line, and it's another very small reason. Well, everyone just leave me alone. Try to have a shave here. Jesus Christ. I might have to put my phone on silent, not silent, on freaking flight mode. I can't really do that. The wife will think I'm having an affair with my razor. So I'm just touching up this part here. I tell you what guys, that's one super smooth shave. Got to really emphasise that. I've really enjoyed that shave. Was I apprehensive after my last cold shave? Yeah, I was actually. I wasn't really looking forward to this in all honesty. I'm so glad I came back to it straight away rather than letting it linger and going back to the hot water shaves. This just gives me so much more freedom now that I can shave whenever I want. Wherever I want. That's a good shave. Oh. One of my subscribers was actually asking about the hot and cold water and things like that, and whether I use lukewarm water, hot water, sort of hot water, really hot water. I only really have 3 options over here. My hot water is boiling hot. Doesn't matter what I do, it's boiling hot because of the heat over here all the time going through the ground. It's always boiling hot. Not boiling as in you could drink a cup of tea with it, but it's so hot that you can hardly stick your hand in it. So I've got to sort of ease off a little bit when I'm putting it in the sink, in the tap, in the sink. My cold water for the first 5 minutes, probably the first 30 seconds to a minute, is boiling hot because it's the stuff that's coming straight out of the ground first time. Then for maybe 2 or 3 minutes it's lukewarm, and then it comes cold, and I mean cold as in room temperature cold. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I've got a nick on the back there somewhere. I'm sure you guys will see. But is there a hair? No, there's no hair. That's BBS, completely BBS. Nothing there anywhere around my ears, anywhere at all. That's just super smooth. Post shave feel, there's a lot of moisture in there. It's almost sticky. I can feel it. Don't know whether you can hear that. My hand comes off. That's a good sign for me. That's a good thing. That it means there's a bit of moisturiser in there. My skin's not drying out at all. So what I'm going to do, I've used the purple grapefruit. I'm going to go with Thea's lemon witch hazel, as I did yesterday with my face shave. Oh, there's a nice little tingle there. Lovely. Oh, that's smooth. That's really smooth. Really smooth. I'm one of those guys that just says the word 10 times, you know, just to really emphasise what I'm trying to get across. Right, well that's drying, I'll give it the old, I call that American tears. That's the American crying technique, that one. Oh fuck, I talk some shit, I tell you what. You know what it is? It's Kevy Shaves. I watch that bloke and I think he fucking melts my brain a little bit. Excuse the language, I'm getting a bit sweary here, I do apologise. It's part of my culture though. It is a Glaswegian Scottish thing to swear. Well, that's what I tell myself anyway, make myself feel better. But when I swear it doesn't sound offensive. Surprisingly enough, I bet it doesn't sound offensive to you either, it just sounds like a normal word. Right, what we used? Catie's Bubbles, purple grapefruit. Beautiful stuff. This should have been called Sublime Purple Grapefruit. Subliminal purple grapefruit, beautiful stuff, really nice. guys over there, I think it's actually a couple that actually do it over there. Could be wrong. If I'm wrong, shoot me a message and shout at me. That's the soap. Lovely stuff, really nice. Price wise, to get it over from America here, it's pretty good. If you go through Magard, you can order $150 of stuff and you get free international shipping. You cannot go wrong. I think I got 15 and 16 soaps sent over and a brush for 151 American dollars. So tremendous value for money as far as I'm concerned. Barber Pole Omega brush, synthetic. It's a beautiful little brush. It lathers well. It's probably not. It's nowhere near enough backbone for me, but it's nice, and I will continue to use it because it's lovely and soft, and it just gives me another option when I just want it. It's nice on my head as well. It's got a little tiny bit of scritch, not much. Don't notice it much on my head, but it has got a bit of scritch. Mueller R41 brand new feather blade. What this means to me is that blade there is going in the bin. One blade on my head, and that's all I'm going for now. It's a more expensive shave, but it's just worth it. I mean, these are cents to buy. They're still expensive compared to other blades, but it's still worth it. My Saponificio Varicino bowl, the Holy Grail bowl. I'd be interested to see if this coating on here absorbs a bit of the scent from the soaps. Gives it a nice rounded scent, so it'll be nice. And I think that was it. There's Lemon Witch Hazel, and I'm just going to finish off with Margaret River Natural Olive Oil Soap Factory Soothing Aftershave Lotion. Now this scent in this is Citrus Twist. Has it got any, what's in it? Tangerine, patchouli, black pepper, sweet orange, lime and cinnamon essential oils with carrot root oil and a bit of rosehip oil. This is all natural stuff in here, there's nothing in it, and it smells lovely. It's got a really earthy sort of scent. You don't need loads of it, it really moisturises well. But you get that instant bit of cinnamon, really nice. Just felt a little bit of hair there, where is it? There she glows. I'm just going to wet that a little bit. I know this is a bit unorthodox. That's it, all done. Woo! Smooth, smooth, smooth. Okay guys, thanks for tuning in. Pretty long video, I think. I don't know because I've had to cut it that many times. I've got no idea what I'm up to. It'll probably be like 40 minutes. So you know the story, you don't have to watch it all. But I do talk crap during my videos, so sometimes there's a bit of fun and laughter to be found somewhere from a bloke with such a dry sense of humour. Well, no sense of humour, as I don't normally have. Anyway, I might do a face shave later on. Cold water shave, we'll see how it go. I might grow it out till the weekend though, because I'm contemplating doing a Milka 34C Edwin Jagger DE89 shave. Just to compare them and see how they go. Everyone else seems to be doing it at the moment. I might as well join in the bandwagon and just be a follower. But other than that, have a cracking rest of the week. It's Australia Day tomorrow, so me and the wife and the kids are heading to Perth. We're going to have a good day tomorrow. It's going to be pretty hot as well, I think. Have a nice bit of lunch up there. I don't think we'll stay for the fireworks, we'll see how we go. And then that'll be me heading on into the weekend, which is great. So I'm really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to my next shave as well. You guys take care, drive safe, don't drink and drive, and I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers. Thank you.